modern ghost hunting start? We'll answer that and more next. So, hey, welcome to the Missing Elements Remix Show.
Tarot Tuesday.
We are coming to you live from 1018 East New Circle Road, Lexington, Kentucky, 40505. First and foremost, my special buddy.
Hello.
And what's your name, special buddy?
I'm Jacob.
Yay! Jacob has curly hair. No, in all seriousness, guys, welcome to the show tonight. And just in case, if you all don't remember it, today is Earth Day for 2025. And this was actually started back in the 1970s as a reminder for us to value and take care of Earth. So hopefully, you all are doing well at keeping the Earth clean. I try my best.
I do too.
Well, that's good. Well, you've only been around, 5 years?
More like 23.
Okay, if you say so. So now on to some announcements. The gals that created the Sacred Journey Market has got a summertime market series going on, and this is called the Mystic Nights. The first event in the series is on May 17th, so that's just right around the corner, guys, and it is from 4 to 9 p.m. The rest of the dates are on the screen. And it is at 425 Victor Steer Drive in Milford, Ohio. There are 4 events, and they're all at the same location. And this is from May through August. You can get all the dates and more information, including a vendor application at mysticnightsohio.com. And we'll be talking about each event as the summer continues. But these girls know how to throw a good party. So go check them out. And I'm actually thinking that they went in with Ascending Shadows, like they did a couple of years ago for the winery. Oh, Jacob, you should have went to that.
I don't drink.
It was fun.
If you say so.
Yeah, it was fun. They have wine slushies.
I like the slushy part. I don't know about the wine.
Uh-huh. You would have liked it. But these girls know how to throw a party. Their events are awesome. Now, thanks to everyone who came out to see us this past Saturday at the Central Kentucky Mystical Market. It was awesome. And the wolf was gorgeous. They had ducks. They had rabbits. They had food.
I had an Easter hunt.
Yeah, they had the Easter egg hunt. It was big. But, yeah, thanks to everyone who came out to enjoy that with us. The next Mystical Market is May 17th and 18th. It is a 2-day event. I will be there. I will have my tuning forks. I will have my singing bowls. I will have my cards. And a lot of the other vendors will be there as also. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, for Creaky too. That is fun. Spirit mechanics will be there helping you with the energy work and a lot more. The Central Kentucky Mystical Market is held the third weekend each month at 1165 Center Parkway in Lexington. So if you're thinking about coming, come on. Thank you, Renee, for sharing us out. So do it in May. It's going to be awesome.
We hope to see you all there.
Also, October. That is the party month of the year. And that is because Lexington becomes the home to the premier horror and paranormal convention. And that's Scarefest Weekend. And actually this year is Scarefest Weekend 17. And that is held October 17th through the 19th. Hey.
Oh, hello, Renee.
October 17th through the 19th. This is at the Central Bank Center in Lexington, Kentucky. Friday the 17th, the hours are 4 to 9. The 18th is 11 to 8. Sunday is 11 to 5. The young gentleman sitting beside me has never been. I may actually be nice enough and take him on a Sunday, if we can get him off work.
We'll just have to prepare in advance.
Yep. But single day tickets for Friday is $33.72, and that's including the fees and taxes. Saturday is $44.03. Sunday is $33.72. Or you can get a weekend pass for all 3 days for $80.12. Children 12 years and 12 years and younger are free. I guess you could pass for a 12-year-old.
Yeah, I'm gonna shave my beard.
We might try that. Sunday is Kids Day with Halloween-inspired events and activities. The best part about this is you get to meet your favorite horror film actors and actresses. Also get to meet your favorite paranormal people. But the thing is, with them, you go in. You can get your picture taken with them, and you can get their autograph, as well as souvenirs from them. That stuff does not come with the price of admission. Each of the actors, actresses charge their own price for their autograph and picture. And believe me, it's worth it.
Sounds like a whole bunch of fun.
It is a whole bunch of fun. I got to meet Nick Groff. You not know who Nick Groff is?
Freddy, right?
No.
No? Who is it?
Nick Groff is a paranormal investigator. He's really awesome.
I'll have to check him out.
Yeah. He has a cool show. But yeah, the Scarefest weekend is a big party. As we're both sliding down our chairs. So now, on to tonight's subject. What are we talking about?
Ghost hunting,
What's that?
where you investigate for spirits
Okay.
and haunted locations.
Are we sure they're haunted?
You would have to find out.
Okay. So, we were talking about a brief history of this as well. The first known ghost hunter who did actual investigations instead of sharing ghost stories was Hans Hauser. Did I pronounce that right? Okay.
That's an interesting name.
Uh-huh. Actually, there is a show about him.
Is there?
Yes, there is. I'll have to show you.
Alrighty.
He was born in 1920 and died at the age of 89 in 2009. but he is known as the father of paranormal. He wrote books and developed techniques that are still used today in paranormal. Yeah, we're going to have to check out his show.
I was gonna say, he sounds interesting from what I've heard.
It's called the Holzer Files.
Isn't that like on Netflix or something?
No.
It's not on Netflix?
No. I don't think it's on Netflix. I've never watched it on Netflix. But he is credited with being the first paranormal investigator to use equipment in investigations. That would be equipment he developed and is still used today. So yeah. So now, you've already met him, but I'm supposed to introduce him now. This is my friend Jacob.
As I almost fell.
Yeah, Dave Schrader, yeah. He is what that show is about is Dave Schrader and his crew go back and reinvestigate some of the cases that he did initially. So yeah, it's a pretty cool show. So I really forgot. Oh yeah, that's right. Jacob. In which me and Jacob will be with the Spirit Mechanics.
This Saturday.
Okay, so that was his daughter. Okay, cool. I didn't remember that. Hans' daughter is on the show too.
Oh.
But we're going to be at the Roz Opera House. Okay. This Saturday with Spirit Mechanics.
From like 10 p.m. to like 4:30 a.m.?
Something like that. Because we are part of a class that they're holding. The class is filled up. Sorry, guys. But we will be there. But the cool thing about this is that us two
Yeah.
is actually going to start trying, or actually is starting our own paranormal group. Now, what's that group called?
Beyond the Creaky Door.
So, we are going to start investigating and doing live shows with our evidence and stuff. In which we went out last night.
Yeah, what was it? What bridge was that? The
Colville Covered Bridge. It was cool. We haven't had time to go over the evidence yet, but
from what we've heard, I think
yep.
we have captured a little bit.
Yeah. In which we will be taking Beyond the Creaky Door to YouTube as well as Facebook, which reminds me, we do need to set the Facebook page.
Oh yeah, we still gotta do that.
So, and we need to finish up the YouTube page. So, be sure to watch for us and subscribe to our Facebook and YouTube page. Whoo!
Tongue twister.
Yes. Also, while you're at it, look for the missing elements. We're on Facebook, as you can see. And we've also got our own Facebook page. In which, Jerry, do we still have the link and address and stuff for our social media stuff? Okay. So we are actually right now in the process of starting to line up places to investigate. I've got some good ideas. He's got some good ideas. So we're planning, and as soon as we can get stuff set up and rolling, we will start releasing stuff.
We should have a Discord link somewhere that I have created.
That is true. watch for us on Discord too.
I think they told me. Put together.
Okay.
So,
Here, hang on. Let's see.
so, we actually started this venture a couple of months ago.
Mm-hmm. And back in December.
Back in late November, December. And we sort of had that nice winter that was totally awesome. That we ended up with like a total of 12 to 15 inches of snow. And we missed like a little bit of work here and there. Okay, yeah, Jacob added the Discord. And people had to go buy themselves shovels to get their little bitty car out of snow
Yeah.
drifts.
My car's only a 2-wheel drive.
So, but yeah, it was fun. Actually, I think... Wasn't there a day that I actually walked to work or something?
Yeah, because you couldn't get out, and I offered you a ride.
Yeah. So, okay. So, we are hoping to hop into this in the spring. Actually, we're going to start hopping into it this Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's talk about paranormal experience, Jacob.
Alrighty.
If anybody online wants to jump in, let us know stuff. So that way we're not just talking to each other. We talk to each other every day.
Yeah, that's called Meyer.
Okay, paranormal experiences.
Alrighty.
So,
Yes. You want to know about mine?
well, let's see. Let's talk about last night. Last night was too awesome. We go to the covered bridge. And we're sitting actually underneath the bridge, talking and trying to do our work down there. And then we just hear somebody walk across the bridge,
Mm-hmm.
which was totally cool. And then the best part, we're on a covered bridge. Cars come across the bridge. Horses and wagons come across the bridge. We get there and we got 2 wagons of Amish coming through, which is totally awesome. But we had a car go through while we were investigating, and then it went completely quiet. Nobody around.
Minus the dogs and
The birds and the fish
And
and
the
the frog and the owl. So we set our gear in the middle of this bridge. And we're talking and trying to communicate, and we've got video cameras. Out of the blue, what did we hear?
out of the blue, like we heard the Amish people come back with their horses, and but I was like, oh, I hear them coming back.
And I was like, I do too. So we're rushing around gathering our gear. And what happened, Jacob?
They weren't there.
Not a horse to be seen anywhere. So we've got to figure out and go through our
Evidence.
and see if we picked it up.
I'm hoping, because how we know that they never showed up was because we went to take just random pictures.
Yep.
Well, not really random, but pictures of like the bridge and the surroundings. And there's nothing.
Yeah, we're going to the Roz this weekend. And the Roz is fun.
This will be my second time going to the Roz.
This will be my 4th. 5th time.
But this time I have a little bit more experience than back in December or whatever day that we went.
Was that November?
Oh, November. My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, November. Back in November, I didn't have as much experience because it was like my first investigation, which we had to combine or go back through that footage.
And combine it with this footage.
Yeah.
So,
Be like part 1 and part 2.
yep. So that's some of our experiences. We want to talk about us growing up.
That's for our YouTube page.
Oh, our producer left us a nice little question. Why do you want to be a paranormal investigator?
Well, that also relates to my childhood, though.
I just want to prove that it's real.
Mm-hmm. Like, that's why we want to figure out locations to prove that spirits are actually there and not just, like folklore of what people say.
So yeah. Actually it's fun. I have fun when I do the investigations, so.
Because you also never know what you're going to expect from these.
Oh yeah, you never know what you're going to get. So, how does spiritual gifts work with the equipment we work with?
It all depends on how you get to it. Like, for me, with dowsing rods, which I haven't really messed with yet, that one's based off of your, like, energy or, like, your intuition.
Okay.
And it's like, I don't know how to describe it, really. But, for instance, one of our tools, because me and him both work with energy, one of our tools that we've recently got that we have to break in is a flashlight. And basically with the flashlight, you turn it a certain way where it's between off and on. And what basically all a spirit has to do is put some energy into the light to make it, finish the connection on the light.
Yeah, that's worse, but. Well, I know, like with me, you go to a location first, you go in with only maybe like a voice recorder or a camera, you document what your spiritual gifts are telling you, and then you go back in later, full force with all your gear,
Yeah,
and prove
that is true.
Prove what your gifts told you to begin with.
Kind of like, can I talk about that?
What?
What I experienced, like yesterday at the bridge.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to bring up. Is what.
So, before we went to the bridge, I guess you researched it.
Yes.
And I went, what's it called? Unknown, like
Blind.
Like I went in blind to this place, and he first asked me what I was feeling, and at the time this is in the middle of the bridge, probably about.
Yep.
I was like, I'm not feeling nothing, and then when I sat on the ground, since it wasn't busy, I connected with the bridge, and all of a sudden, like I felt like this was without ghost tools. I felt like a heavy pressure on my neck, and I felt like a male. That was a male, and I said that I feel like that someone had committed suicide there. And what did you say to me?
And then
From the research.
I politely turned around and I said, and the research said a gentleman had hung himself in the middle of the bridge. I don't remember when. I don't remember who. I don't even remember how old this guy was. But he did hang himself.
And then the other thing that happened to me when I was sitting there, I felt like something brush against my leg.
Yeah.
And then you can.
And there is an elderly lady that walks the bridge. When she was alive, she'd walk the bridge, and she collapsed in the middle of the bridge one night on her way home. So, yeah, that's the way that works. So, yeah, our spiritual gifts do help us with our investigation. It gives us stuff to look for and where to go to actually investigate hard.
Kind of like our cemetery.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about that one?
Nah. Cemeteries are fun. Hospitals are fun. Nursing homes are fun. They're all fun. So, what's your favorite piece of equipment?
Right now, my favorite piece of equipment is my REM pod. Because I had taken my REM pod to my mom's house the day I got it. And my mom and her fiance are like in the kitchen, and I'm just sitting there. And all of a sudden it just goes off.
Okay.
I'm like, that's cool. What's your favorite piece of equipment?
My favorite piece of equipment is the voice recorder.
Oh yeah, I have. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one too. Yeah.
But my problem is I will go to these investigations and just set the voice recorder down and walk off and leave it. And let it run and run and run. And then when I go back and listen to it, I picked up something
Mhm.
and I can't prove what it is that I caught because I don't have a camera that watches the voice recorder or watches the area around the voice recorder.
But now,
But now, we're going to have it to where we got cameras and we got voice recorders and...
actually, do you know what my favorite ghost equipment is?
What?
Myself.
Thief.
Thief? Why am I the thief?
Because that's usually my statement.
Oh, were you going to say that?
Yep. That's what a lot of people do not realize is that you can go to paranormal investigations, you get all the gear that you need, that you want, that can possibly help you find the stuff that you're wanting to investigate, and you forget that you are your best equipment.
For me, what he was saying, for me, what I see from it, is because all these equipment that you get, they can be faulty. And the only one that's not faulty is yourself.
Yeah. Your batteries don't run down. So, what else?
The best one is go to nature and blindfold yourself.
Oh yeah, that's the way to tune your gifts.
Isn't that what you did to me back in like August?
August, September, something like that. So yeah, that's how you tune your gifts. But back to paranormal. So, where are some of the places you want to go investigate?
There's one place in Perryville, Kentucky, and that's the battlefield.
Okay, in which we do need to set a date and go to there. Because we can investigate that during the day.
Yeah. Actually, one other place that we really want to do is go to the jail in Cynthiana.
That is true. We got to figure out who to talk to about that one. I also want to go to the jail in Georgetown.
There's a jail in Georgetown?
Yes. So yeah, I want to go there. So, if any of you guys can give us some hints about where we want to go, that's the thing with our show that we're working on. We are actually going to go county by county.
In Kentucky.
In Kentucky.
That I know.
Yeah, in Kentucky. So that way we have 120 counties to investigate. We're going to be busy.
Now I'm wondering, can you actually go to Abraham Lincoln's cabin, his family cabin, and investigate?
I don't know about investigation.
Or at least around.
Yeah. So we'll have to check into that.
Because that just came to my head.
Yeah. So, yeah. If you guys can help us, give us some ideas about locations, that would be awesome too. Uh, I know the one person,
Continue.
or the one person, one thing. The one place I want to get back to is Octagon Hall.
I was going to say Octagon Hall.
Octagon Hall is fun.
What about the place up in northern Kentucky? No, hang on. What?
Jerry? Northern Kentucky?
The Gaines house.
Yeah, Gaines House.
I don't know the name. I just know Gaines.
Yeah. Gaines Tavern.
Gaines Tavern.
Yeah. So that's going to be one that we'll hit too. I had fun there too. I got pistol
I was
whipped.
going to ask, is that where you got pistol whipped?
Yep, I got pistol whipped there. I asked the right question at the wrong time.
The right question.
But they evidently thought it was the wrong question at the wrong time. And they didn't like it. So.
Didn't something happen to you when we did the ghost walk in Cynthiana in the jail? Like stabbed or something?
Always gets, when I go to jails, I always get stabbed. I don't know why. They like stabbing me. They like poking me.
Poking and prodding?
Yep.
Like a paramedic?
Yeah. Don't get no big ideas. So, but yeah. All depending on what your gifts are is how these places will affect you. What is going on with the computer?
What do you mean?
There we go. We have having all these faces looking at us.
Oh.
So yeah, we're gonna start working on this. We're gonna come up with some dates for us to get out and investigate. Find some places for us to investigate. Anything else? So if you guys can give us some locations that you can think of, and we can see what we can do about bringing it to you.
Stay tuned for that.
Yeah, stay tuned for that. But like, we're going to be starting a Beyond the Creaky Door Facebook page.
Which that should be up within, would you say about a week, Jerry? Yep, about a week.
And we're going to be doing Beyond the Creaky Door YouTube to coincide with the Missing Elements YouTube and the Missing Elements Facebook. We've got a Beyond the Creaky Door Discord,
which we have pinned.
Yep. And who knows? We might be brave and do like TikTok.
TikTok?
Yeah, TikTok. So, that means you have to act stupid on camera.
I had to act stupid. We ain't doing no dances for our channel.
Why not?
Well, no promises, but maybe.
Yeah. So let's see. Can we think of anything else, Jerry?
Rumble.
Social media. Rumble?
I think he said he created a Rumble for us.
Rumble.
Are you creating a Rumble for Beyond the Creaky Door as well? Oh, we're going to be on Rumble.
I don't know what that is.
We'll discuss afterward. So, but yeah, any guys, if you all can give us some ideas about places to investigate that we can't think of, because I know everybody goes to the Waverly, in which it has been discussed that
The mystical market.
we're going to try to come up with enough people to actually cover the price for us to go to Waverly. And then he's going to have fun investigating all by his little lonesome.
Oh, man. I'll just have Deb.
Yeah. Because Waverly just does not interest me.
For me
So-
personally, I want to go down to the Death Troop, I think is what it's called.
That's you. Yep.
Yeah.
That's yeah. That's fun. I've been in that.
That's what's getting my attention is the Death Chute and the original morgue, where
Yeah.
there's only 3.
So. Yeah.
We also talked about trying to go to the one in Ohio, like a jail or something in Ohio.
The Ohio
Reformatory.
State Reformatory. Yes. I would love to go there. What else is there? I can't think of anything.
The one in Mississippi, Illinois.
We are taking a small trip to do a haunted investigation in Alton, Illinois. Hopefully we can come up, use our own gear there, and come back with our own evidence. But it's going to be a blast.
You didn't seem enthusiastic.
I'm not enthused about this trip at all after I've done planned it. But I'm going to enjoy it after all. We will tell you more about that coming up. So, anything else?
I can't think of anything else.
Can you think of anything else, Mr. Jerry? Okay. So, I'm assuming we're going to come to the end of our show for tonight. So, head up to Milford, Ohio, and check out the girls from Sacred Journey Market and Ascending Shadows at the Mystic Nights events. It is a 4-month event, and that is May through August. The first event is May 17th, and these events are 4 to 9. They should be a blast. If you go to mysticnightsohio.com, you can get more information about vendors applications, and all the correct dates on when to go. If I didn't live 2 to 3 hours away, I would swing up there. I still might swing up there. I might kidnap somebody and swing up there.
I hope it's not me.
I don't have to kidnap you. All I gotta say, here's the cookie.
Here's a cookie.
So,
I mean, I'll be down for a cookie.
So, Central Kentucky Mystical Market. The next market is May 17th and the 18th. This is a 2-day event coming up in May. I will be there doing sound healings with my tuning forks, my singing bowls. I'll also be doing Reiki.
I might be doing Reiki.
Yeah.
I'm a student, so.
And I'll also have my cards. And if I get his button gear, he will have his cards. And we can do readings. Does that mean we're going to have to get a bigger room?
I'm not sure about that. I mean,
Okay.
your last one was. I don't know.
Okay. The best part about the market now is since they moved locations, is that healers and some of the readers go into private rooms to where you're not public, you're private. Everything is confidential now. Nobody can hear what you say to the healer or what the healer says to you. So that's what's really cool about this location. And this location is 1165 Center Parkway. And that is here in Lexington.
And they have really good food, especially their grilled cheeses.
Oh yeah, their grilled cheese sandwich this past weekend was awesome. He said their baked potato was good too.
I almost ate your grilled cheese. I almost bought another one.
That's okay. You could have eaten it because I was busy at the moment. See, that's the thing with me. I normally don't eat while I work.
You really don't. And
Every time that I have decided, yes, I'm going to get me something to eat. I'm going to sit down and enjoy food. I get clients. And I end up eating like 2 hours later. Some of my food's cold. But it's still good.
Still worth it.
Yep. Also, coming up in October, the biggest party of the year. And that's because Lexington becomes the premier horror and paranormal convention center. Downtown in Lexington Center. And this year it is October 17th through the 19th. And we are talking about Scarefest weekend number 17. It is awesome. Yeah, I will be dragging your butt to that.
I think I would enjoy it, honestly.
Uh-huh. I'll let you meet Deb's buddy from Rocky Hounds. He wants to meet your buddy. He wants your buddy to put him in a chokehold.
A what?
A chokehold.
Oh.
Teresa can do that too.
No, not Teresa. The actor. Actually, you know what? We'll ask him to do his favorite scene from his movie. And you can be the victim.
Uh-oh.
Have you ever watched any of the Friday the 13th movies?
I've only seen the first one.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to find this one. Because this guy is awesome in the movies.
Isn't it Freddie Mercury? Or Mercury?
Freddie Mercury?
Or not Freddie. I don't know what I'm
Freddie Mercury is a singer. So now we gotta sing, we are the champions. We are the champions.
I can't remember the name. What's the name?
Jason.
Murph. Huh?
Jason is the character name.
Alright.
But you're gonna have to meet him. Her favorite, bestest buddy actor. He's totally awesome. And we can ask him to use you to recreate his favorite scene. It is the only scene that I can actually remember in the Friday the 13th films that somebody doesn't get cut up. She gets slammed against a tree in a sleeping bag.
Oh, okay. That sounds fun.
Well, we are planning a camping trip at some point in time.
Uh-oh.
So,
I'll be sure to bring my pepper spray.
Okay. So, but guys, October is awesome. We got you got Scarefest 17 coming up. And how about we give some shout outs to some of our best buddies, Mr. Jerry? We got Rocky Hounds Crystals. We've got Drizzy Deserts Crystals. Plinky's Magical Creations. I really wouldn't know anything about them. I only have, 10 boxes? Something like that?
And I'll only have one box.
But they are good. They awesome. They do their work awesome.
I threatened last Saturday to take one of his boxes.
Uh-huh. It didn't get too far either.
Well, I came back, though.
That's true. But we've got Miss Joni Khan that does readings.
Really good readings.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Can't forget the Girls of Sacred Nights. Ascending Shadows came back to the Mystical Market this past weekend. Oh. Our buddy that comes to Myra's, yes, I forgot the name of their business. We're gonna have to get a business card.
I don't know their names, but they told me they were out of town, at least he did.
Yeah. I think they were out of town this past weekend because of Easter. So, yeah, come to the market. Check the market out.
Super fun.
The market is super fun. Some of the vendors will be at Scarefest, so you get to see them there as well. So, anything else, guys? I can't think of anything. Okay,
I can't either. Excuse me.
you guys, you all have a good night. Have a good rest of the week. The girls from Sacred Journey, our Triple Goddess Gifts, will be on tomorrow night doing readings. Spirit Mechanics will be on Thursday doing Thursday Night Tarot. I was supposed to be doing tarot tonight, but I still have another Tuesday next week.
Yeah, but
So, the last Tuesday of the month,
Uh-huh.
I'm supposed to do tarot.
Okay.
Last Thursday of the month, mechanics do tarot.
Mhm.
Well, it's last Thursday coming up,
Mhm.
but my last Tuesday's next week.
Okay.
So I don't get to do tarot till next week.
Then our channel should start Monday soon.
Yeah. So, you guys have a good night. Have a good rest of the week. Love you guys. Y'all stay tough. And bye.
See y'all.